Our world is in the midst of many wars and also multiple tensions in which two countries are on the verge of going to war. Be it Russia-Ukraine, Azerbaijan-Armenia, China-Taiwan, or North Korea and South Korea, a large part of the world is in the grip of tensions. War is an issue in itself. Will war solve the issues? Sahil Ludhianvi, who wrote these lines in the 20th century, would have been very sad if he were alive today. Another war has begun. Israel and Palestine have never been at peace. But on Saturday morning, Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip, fired thousands of rockets at Israeli cities. In response, the Israeli Prime Minister declared, "We are at war." A war in any part of the world has impact on the whole world. That's what we've learned from the Russia-Ukraine war. Israel has launched a fierce offensive in Gaza in response to the stunning Hamas attack. Hamas fired thousands of rockets in residential areas in southern Israel. More than 5,000 rockets have been fired and more than 500 people have lost their lives on both sides. Israel says 300 Israelis have been killed and over 1,000 wounded in the Hamas attack so far. Already, Lebanon-based group Hezbollah has come into the conflict, and the escalation threatens the fragile peace in the West Asian region. The war between Russia and Ukraine is nearing 600 days. On the 24th of February 2022, Russian President Putin declared a war on Ukraine in the name of special operations. In a few months, it's going to be 2 years of this war with no resolution in sight. Both sides have claimed huge death and devastation. According to the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, a total of 9,614 civilians have died in the Russia-Ukraine war as of September 2023. In addition, over 17,500 people are reported to be injured. Putin had hoped he would occupy Kyiv in a few days and the war would end. But the weapons given to Ukraine by the Western countries changed the picture of the war. The war has aggravated the food and energy crisis globally. Azerbaijan and Armenia have been fighting wars against each other. Despite a ceasefire, the two continue to attack each other from time to time. The situation that arose last month threatens to restart another war. Azerbaijan declared war on Armenia under the name of anti-terrorism operations. Azerbaijan sent troops to the Nagorno-Karabakh, which is occupied by Armenia, and warned that the operation would not stop until the Armenian army surrendered. The tensions between the two countries are high and a full-blown war can start any time. Tensions between China and Taiwan remain constant. In the last 1 year, there have been many situations that threaten to boil into an all-out war. Chinese fighter jets, warships and drones often go to the Taiwanese Strait and threaten Taiwan. In August last year, when the then Speaker of the US Parliament, Nancy Pelosi, visited Taiwan, China surrounded Taiwan in protest and conducted the biggest war exercise ever. A few months ago, when the Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen visited the US, China opposed it. China claims Taiwan is a part of its territory and has vowed to forcefully annex it to the mainland if necessary. At the same time, despite not having formal relations, the United States has promised to protect Taiwan's independence and sovereignty.